Everyone knows that already, Missy reminded us. She was curious about what more we could share. We hadn't quite come up with anything, any big moment or anecdote that offered the key to understanding how we operate. Trying again, Missy asked if we had ever had a major disagreement over all these years. We both drew a blank. Joe and I don't work that way. We don't hold grudges against each other. There's no long list of grievances, no scorecard. The truth is, we never disagreed about much, especially on the important things. Now, don't get me wrong, he could drive me up a wall, and I had no problem telling any of my brothers when I thought they were being jerks. They did the same for me on those occasions when I was in the wrong. But those were small things. On the big things, we shared a common worldview. In various profiles of Joe over the years, I have been called the Biden whisperer. And that isn't wrong. We intuitively understand each other. We can finish each other's sentences. With just a glance, we know what the other means. As his campaign manager, I could instantly tell whether a mailer, speech, logo, or TV ad was true to Joe or not. He needed me to do that. He trusted me to do that, without question. Well, except for once. As we sat together in that spacious private living room on the second floor, flanked by grand arch windows, I reminded my brother of a tense moment many campaigns ago. The year was 1996, and Joe was up for re-election to the Senate. I had approved a campaign ad that was running in the expensive Philadelphia media market, and someone who'd seen it complained to Joe. Joe was furious about what he'd heard, and he stormed into my campaign office with a look I'd seen before, but never directed at me, one of contained fury. He leaned over my desk, reciting a litany of complaints about the ad. "Why the hell would you approve something like that?" he demanded. I looked back at him. "Because it's the best ad I've ever seen." "Why didn't you say that in the first place?" he asked. Then he came around my desk, kissed me on the forehead, and left. Within seconds of that explosion, the storm had subsided. He had humbly backtracked, remembering that there was no way I would do anything that I didn't think was in his best interest. Now, in 2021, as we relived that moment, I walked over to his chair and kissed him on the forehead. The President of the United States leaned back. I saw the tears well up as he closed his eyes. I stayed quiet. No words were needed to explain total trust. There we sat, filled with love and gratitude, and recollecting that incident, reminded of our gift of understanding and rapid repair, grateful we were still a team. "That's it," he said, his voice low. "That says it all." We had found the elusive memory that explained us, and then I urged my brother, the leader of the free world, to finally go off to bed. I saw the angel in the marble and carved until I set him free. Maybe you've heard this quote before. Like a lot of resident sayings, it's been passed around to the point that some people don't even know where it came from. As the legend goes, these were the great artist Michelangelo's immortal words when asked how he could have created a masterpiece like his angel sculpture at the Basilica of San Domenico. Whether or not that story is true, the message is powerful. We all carve and are carved. Sometimes we hold the chisel, and sometimes we are the marble. There's still dust on my shoulders from the many Michelangelos in my life who saw the angel, that potential in me. My parents, my brothers, my husband, so many teachers and family members, so many good friends. And I've tried to pass on the gift to be a Michelangelo to others around me who've looked over the years for advice, guidance, or unflinching love. My three brothers and I grew up with many advantages. I'm not talking about wealth or status. We Bidens had neither. Rather, I'm referring to things that are far more valuable and precious. Our family, our upbringing, our faith.